I have one quick question before you go. So you obviously piloted 919 and you're going to be piloting Formula E. If those two were dishes, what would they be? Good morning, comrades, and welcome in Frankfurt. And today it is time for IAA. Usually when I'm wearing this watch, it has to do something with Porsche lap records, the 919, the GT2 RS, the GT3 RS. Hopefully some new, the Taycan. I didn't wear this watch with the Taycan. But anyhow, today we also have to do something with races, with times, because I'll be racing the Formula E simulation R Factor 2 with Porsche against André, Lotterer and Neel, Jani. Yes, so anyhow, let's get there or there. I don't know, the expo is one of these buildings. Let's just get there. And welcome at the fairly empty IAA. Fairly empty because it is now 8:30 and at 9 o'clock everything goes open for the audience. So by then it will be impossible for me to show you anything what you can see now, because it will be all crowded with people, because unlike the previous events that I visited during press days, today is a public day, so everyone can come here. So we're gonna expect a lot of families, father, son day, and mom probably as well, because you always need to drag mom along to all those car events. But anyhow, let me show you around the Porsche booth now that I can. Of course, the main highlight is Taycan Turbo S, and this is a car that I'm very excited for to drive, hopefully one day. Porsche, please. I enjoy driving here at Formula E and in general being with you, because you, my dear audience, know that it's been for me always I've been a massive fanboy of the brand. It was always for me a dream to work with Porsche, and now that I'm here at the IAA and racing against their top drivers, it's something very significant. It's definitely one of the highlights, definitely the highlight in professional sense of the year probably for me to do this. So I'm very, very excited. Now anyhow, I really want to experience this car, not just by watching it going around the Nordschleife, but actually drive it and see what it is like. Here we have a cutout of the interior. Of course, the highlight is the natural interior, so it does not use any leather. It also has 4 screens, 1, 2, 3, and 1 for the passenger as well, where you can have all the information. I wonder if it's functional. Feature not available in demo mode probably. That's very sad. Now, what else do we have? We have, of course, we have more models there. We have our main stage there that we are going to have a look at, but I want to check out the actual Formula E car, the 99X, that Porsche will be competing with in Formula E this season. It looks very badass. Of course, traditional Porsche, white, black and red colors that we can find also in the Cup cars. The very interesting feature, of course, of every Formula E car is the street tires and no ABS, pretty small brakes, so very sensitive for lockup. And this was for me the biggest challenge to drive the car, to learn how to drive the car on the sim. So I'm excited to see if the training at the esports lounge together with Ice Cold Moritz will pay off today, but it's something we'll see. We have more models here. We have a very loud music happening there at the stage. So, well, let's go there anyhow. I'll show it to you. Okay, now that the music is gone, I can show you, I can talk more through it. So these are the sims that will be running later on. 2 non-professionals, me and Dave Gaming, 2 professional sim racers, and 2 Porsche factory Formula E drivers, André, Lotterer and Neel, Jani. Before we go to the sims, I want to show you the amazing 718 GT4. Obviously a car that's very close to my heart for obvious reasons. I would say perfectly irrational. And if this is perfectly irrational, then what is going to be the GT4 RS? Yeah, we've seen this car driving around the Nordschleife already, a lot more extreme version, and this is actually, definitely a dream car for me. Totally forgot to mention that I will be driving the 992 the coming 2 days on the Nürburgring. Yes, so stay tuned for that content to come. And now let's have a look at the sim that we will be using, will be racing. This is not a motion rig, first of all, which will make things easier, I believe. It has Recaro pole position seats. It has Sim Coupe, the steering wheel base with the Porsche Motorsports wheel that we all know from the Cup cars. Fanatic pedal set, curved display, and we'll be running R Factor 2. I must say I've been really enjoying training on R Factor 2 when I was preparing for this race. For you Nürburgring enthusiasts, of course, it has the latest Nordschleife scan, which is the 2019 model, so it misses the 2019 changes, but it's still the latest thing, and it's very realistic. I very much enjoyed it in comparison to other simulations. And now I will show you something very special and exclusive. And it is, as a matter of fact, Porsche Driver's Lounge. Look how awesome it is. I may or may not take a nap later here. Really like the graffiti styling. It's very cozy, modern. We have some drinks here, some stickers, I don't know what for. Maybe if you want to drive a track day, maybe for kids. It has a purpose. Yeah, all the bad jokes aside. Yeah, some drinks. And then we have the actual lounge. Furthermore, this is like the driver's area, so that's for us. And here it's more for everyone. So we have the study model of the Taycan here. You can download the app if you want to. We have some more like cozy interior here. All the pictures from Formula E. The Taycan, of course, the bar and lounge area. And again, I'm showing this to you now because first of all it's awesome, and second of all I won't be able to show it to you because of the time constraints and because there will be too many people later on. But I'm very excited, of course, for the food experience that we are going to have later on with Porsche. It was always fantastic at Geneva Motor Show, and this time, first time for me in Frankfurt. I'm very excited to see what they have to offer in terms of food, because in terms of their models, me living at the Nürburgring, I know what they have to offer, but food is always a big surprise. In the meanwhile, our host has arrived. René, how are you doing?
This time I'm not the host, actually, it's Melly. I'm all good.
Are you a commentator? Or?
Yes, I'm looking forward to a lot of action. I'm seeing you on the track then, and you racing against some gaming YouTubers, so you can finally show off what your real potential is.
Well, there's one gaming YouTuber and 2 professional sim racers and 2 professional racers. So yeah, if I'm 5 out of 6, I do pretty well, I think, in this case.
Come on, Niels now, he was a pro back in the days when I was a pro, so that's over 10 years ago. I think, no, you probably don't have it. He's still pretty good.
At least you're honest. Thanks a lot. Well, on the other positive note, we're in time for breakfast. I'm very excited to see what Porsche has to offer. Yes, and some drinks. We have some fresh juices here. We have pastry, very important. And the good thing, because the rigs are not motion rigs, it doesn't matter if we have extra weight, because weight is not going to be a disadvantage in this case. For the first time ever. Free Shavakadu guacamole. Amazing. And it gets better. Yes, so much to choose from. This is absolutely magnificent.
Looks pretty good.
It does. So we are now, as you can see, backstage, and then meanwhile I've been mic'd up. Yeah, we're ready to jump into the Matrix. And here we have Melly. How you doing?
Hi. It looks like we're waiting for the audience to arrive at our booth.
Yeah,
exciting day.
Excited. Last time I showed you my line of work, now you're gonna show me yours, huh?
Exactly.
Let's rock the stage. So now the pro racers and pro sim racers are going to have their race. And here's the difference. 52 seconds, 52.8 for André Lotterer, his best time. My best time during practice at the esports lounge was 56, and that was just like my best time ever. After that it was around 57 constantly. Moritz's time was 53, so this shows the difference between the pro drivers and the amateur like me. So after the end of the race, new Jani is on the last place, and it makes me feel quite good and confident that I'm not the only one who drives cars in real life, but in a sim racing world sucks a lot. I'm pretty sure he will kick my ass though when we're gonna race against each other. Porsche knows how to throw a party, that's for sure.
Ein großer Applaus für unsere Fahrer Neel, André, Lotterer,
Okay, let's go. Oh, all the audience. That's awesome. That's not me. That's me. What a cute guy. All right. Yeah, race car driver. Neel, thanks for the race. It was fun.
Yeah, well.
Hey, thank you for the race. I have one quick question before you go. So you obviously piloted 919 and you're going to be piloting Formula E. If those two were dishes, what would they be?
That's a very good question, actually. 919 Indian curry,
Yeah?
Formula E. A potato gratin.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good flight. See ya. That was Neel Jani that I won. Well, technically he had a crash and because of that he was stuck in the wall and but my intention was not to be the last. So technically I'm not the last, but I also flipped on the very first corner where we had a massive crash in the T1 in the turn 1 and on top, but in the qualifying I was 5th. So my mission success, I had lots of fun. It was freaking awesome. Let me get my nerves down and I'll talk to you in a bit. But first, lunch at Porsche. It's afternoon snack, so not really lunch or dinner. Roast beef, definitely going for that. Vitello Tonato, very good, exquisite. And German specialty, Maultaschen. Fabulous. Oh, purple broccoli, or I don't know. In case you're wondering why I haven't showed you anything more of the show, somewhere there is the GT4 that I showed you earlier this morning. So like I said, it's impossible to show something on non-press days. Yeah, and somewhere there is the Taycan. So there is no way I can show you the Expo, and nor do I have time actually, to be honest. Yeah, so as you can see, fast forward, now the flap is open. Fast forward back to the Nürburgring, and all I want to say is hello GT2 RS, the first day, a bit of a different car than a Formula E, but I want to say thank you very much Porsche for this amazing day and amazing experience. I enjoyed a lot, and hopefully I'll be able to cover a real life Formula E race at some point, but for that stay tuned to find out more. So see you next time. Yeah, there's not going to be a Formula E race at the Nürburgring, will there be? Who knows? Would be nice. Would be nice.